He's not my type. Just someone I'm killing time with, she said to her friend while I was paying the bill. I put my card away, took my jacket, and left her sitting there. She texted half an hour later asking if I was mad. I replied, no, just done killing time, and didn't respond again. I, 27, male, watched Nicole's smile freeze when she realized I'd heard every word. I had been with Nicole, 26, for 6 months. Things felt solid, or at least I thought they did. We split bills fairly, texted throughout the day, made plans 2 weeks out. Normal couple things. That Friday night, we were at Marcello's, this Italian place downtown with white tablecloths and candlelight, celebrating her promotion to senior analyst. I'd made the reservation 3 weeks earlier. The waiter had just brought the check when her friend Ashley appeared at our table, all energy and perfume. Nicole's face lit up. They hugged, started catching up. I stayed in my seat, halfway through pulling out my wallet, figuring I'd give them a minute. Ashley asked how things were going. Nicole laughed, leaned in like she was sharing something funny, and said it. He's not my type. Just someone I'm killing time with. Her voice was casual, easy, like she was talking about a Netflix show she might cancel. I went completely still. The leather wallet was halfway out of my jacket pocket. My hand stopped moving. I looked down at the check. $86.40. I'd been about to pay the whole thing, same as I'd done the last 4 times we'd gone somewhere nice. Ashley glanced at me, then back at Nicole. She looked uncomfortable suddenly, like she'd realized I might have heard. Nicole didn't notice. She was already talking about some guy from her gym. I slid my wallet back into my pocket, stood, and picked up my jacket from the chair. Nicole's laugh cut off mid-sentence. Babe, where are you going? I didn't answer. I walked past Ashley, past the waiter with the dessert menus, past the couple being seated near the window, out the front door into the November cold. My car was 2 blocks away in the parking garage. I got in, started the engine, and drove home. I met Nicole in April at a friend's rooftop barbecue. She worked in finance, lived in the same neighborhood, had a sharp sense of humor that made everyone laugh. We talked for 2 hours that first night about nothing important. Travel, bad bosses, the best pizza in the city. She gave me her number without me asking. I texted her the next day. We went to dinner that Thursday. The first month moved fast. Dates twice a week, then 3 times. She stayed over on weekends. We fell into a rhythm. I'd cook breakfast, she'd make coffee. She talked about work stress. I listened. When her car needed new brakes, I drove her to the mechanic and waited. When my sister visited from Portland, Nicole came to dinner and charmed everyone. But there were small things. Moments I'd pushed aside. In June, we were at a bookstore. I picked up a crime novel I'd been wanting. Nicole glanced at the cover and said, "You actually read that kind of stuff?" Her tone was light, almost teasing, but something in it felt off. Like she was surprised I'd choose something she wouldn't. I bought the book anyway. She didn't mention it again. In July, her college friends came to town for a weekend. She invited me to meet them for drinks on Saturday. I showed up at the bar she'd texted me, but when I walked in, she looked surprised, almost annoyed. She introduced me fast, then turned back to her friends. I sat there for an hour and a half while they talked about people I didn't know. When I got up to leave, she barely noticed. The next day, she texted like nothing had happened. Had so much fun last night. Thanks for coming. I told myself it was fine. She was catching up with old friends. It wasn't about me. In August, we went to her company's summer party. I wore the shirt she'd picked out, made small talk with her coworkers, stayed close, but not clingy. Halfway through the night, I overheard 2 of her teammates talking near the bar. One of them asked, "So how serious is it with the new guy?" Nicole's voice floated over. "I don't know. We'll see. He's nice, but I'm not making any big plans." I pretended I hadn't heard. We stayed another hour. On the drive home, she fell asleep in the passenger seat. I didn't bring it up. By September, I'd stopped mentioning future plans. If I said something about Thanksgiving or Christmas, she'd change the subject. When my lease was up for renewal in October, I asked if she wanted to talk about moving in together someday. She laughed, kissed my cheek, and said, "Let's just enjoy what we have right now." I signed a new 1-year lease the next week. When Nicole told me about the promotion, she was genuinely excited. She'd been competing with 2 other analysts for months. The new role meant a raise, a bigger office, direct reports. She wanted to celebrate. "Somewhere nice," she said. "Let's do Marcello's. I've been wanting to try it." I made the reservation for Friday at 7:30. The week before, I'd noticed her looking at dresses online. She bought one. Dark green, fitted, expensive. For the dinner, she said when I asked. I told her she'd look great. She did. That Friday, I picked her up at 6:45. She looked perfect. Hair done, makeup sharp, the new dress. She smiled when she got in the car, leaned over, kissed me. Thank you for doing this. Of course, I said. You earned it. Dinner started well. We ordered wine, appetizers, entrees. She told me about the promotion announcement, how her boss had pulled her aside that morning, how the other analysts had reacted. I listened, asked questions, celebrated with her. The mood was good. Easy. Then Ashley showed up. I didn't know Ashley well. I'd met her twice, maybe 3 times. Nicole's friend from college. They'd been roommates sophomore year. Ashley worked in marketing, lived across town, posted a lot on Instagram. Nicole had mentioned she might be in the area that night, but I didn't think much of it. When Ashley walked up to our table, Nicole's whole energy shifted. She stood, hugged her, pulled out the empty chair. Sit for a second, Nicole said. Ashley sat. They started talking fast, overlapping each other. Work drama, mutual friends, some party next month. I stayed quiet. The check came. I reached for my wallet, figuring I'd handle it while they talked. That's when I heard it. So how are things with him? Ashley asked, nodding toward me. Nicole glanced at me, then back at Ashley. She lowered her voice a little, but not enough. He's not my type. Just someone I'm killing time with. The words landed clean. No hesitation. Like she'd thought about it before and decided that's exactly what I was. Filler. A placeholder until something better showed up. I looked at the check. $86.40. Appetizers, 2 entrees, 2 glasses of wine, dessert for her. I'd been about to put it on my card. Same as I always did. Same as I'd done for her birthday, for our 6-month anniversary, for 3 other dinners, just like this one. I slid my wallet back into my jacket. Stood. Picked up my coat. Nicole stopped mid-sentence. Babe, where are you going? I didn't look at her. Didn't look at Ashley. Just walked. Update 1. I was halfway home when my phone started buzzing. First text. Where did you go? Second text. Are you okay? Third text. Did I do something wrong? I kept driving. Didn't respond. Got home. Parked. Walked into my apartment and sat on the couch. My phone kept lighting up. Can you please just tell me what happened? I'm confused. Are you mad at me? I stared at the screen. 6 months. 6 months of dinners and weekends and meeting her friends and driving her to the mechanic. 6 months of thinking we were building something. And the whole time, I'd been away to kill time. At 11:18, I typed one message. No. Just done killing time. I blocked her number. Blocked her on Instagram, Facebook, everything. Then I turned off my phone and went to bed. The next morning, my phone was full of missed calls. Not from Nicole, from mutual friends. 3 from Marcus, 2 from Jenna, 1 from Cole. I ignored all of them. Around noon, Marcus texted, Dude, Nicole is freaking out. She said you just left her at the restaurant. What happened? I didn't reply. Jenna tried next. Hey, I know it's none of my business, but Nicole said something happened last night, and she doesn't understand why you're upset. Can you talk to her? I turned off read receipts and put my phone on silent. By Sunday, the group chat was going. Marcus, Jenna, Cole, 2 other people. Someone said Nicole had called them crying, asking if I was okay, saying she didn't know what she'd done. Someone else said she'd paid the bill herself and then sat in the parking lot for 20 minutes trying to call me. Cole sent me a private message. Look, man, I don't know what went down, but she seems genuinely confused. Maybe just talk to her. I typed back. She told her friend I'm not her type, that I'm just someone she's killing time with. I heard her say it. There's nothing to talk about. Cole went quiet for a few minutes. Then, damn. I'm sorry. I didn't respond. Update 2. By Monday, half our friend group knew. I didn't tell anyone except Cole, but word moved fast. Jenna called me Tuesday night. I answered because I knew she wouldn't stop. I heard what she said. Jenna started. That's brutal. I'm sorry. It's fine. It's not fine. That's a terrible thing to say about someone you're dating. I didn't argue. Jenna kept going. Look, I talked to Ashley. She felt awful. She said Nicole's been saying stuff like that for weeks. About you being nice, but not what she's looking for long term. Ashley thought it was weird Nicole kept dating you, if that's how she felt. I went quiet. Jenna continued. Ashley said she tried to hint that maybe Nicole should be honest with you, but Nicole kept brushing it off. Said she liked hanging out with you, that you treated her well, that there was no rush to end it. So I was convenient, I said. Yeah, Jenna said softly. Basically, I thanked her for telling me and hung up. Wednesday, Marcus sent a screenshot. Nicole had posted on Instagram a photo of her at the office, caption about the promotion, hashtags about growth and new beginnings. In the comments, someone asked about me. She'd replied, "We're taking some time apart to figure things out." I laughed, deleted Instagram from my phone. Thursday, Cole told me Nicole had been asking people for my new number. She tried calling him, asking if I was seeing anyone, if I was okay, if he thought I'd talk to her eventually. Cole said he told her to leave me alone. She didn't take it well. Friday, exactly 1 week after the restaurant, my sister called. "You blocked Nicole," she said. Not a question. Yeah. Good. What she said was garbage. "You deserve better." I know. Mom wanted me to check if you're okay. I'm fine. Are you actually fine, or are you pretending? I thought about it. I'm actually fine. Honestly, it's almost a relief. She paused. Because now you know. Exactly. We talked for another 20 minutes. She told me about a girl she worked with who'd been asking about me. I told her maybe. We hung up. Update 3. 2 weeks after the restaurant, I matched with someone on a dating app. Her name was Claire. 29, architect, liked hiking and terrible horror movies. We texted for a few days, then met for coffee on Saturday. The conversation flowed. She laughed at my jokes. I didn't feel like I was being evaluated. Just talked to. We went out again Tuesday. Dinner at a casual place, no white tablecloths. She insisted on splitting the check. "I hate when people assume," she said. I didn't argue. On the third date, we were walking through the park when my phone buzzed. Unknown number. I ignored it. It buzzed again. Then again. Claire glanced at me. "You need to get that?" "No," I said. "It's nothing." Later, I checked. 3 texts from a number I didn't recognize. "It's Nicole. Please don't delete this. I know you don't want to talk to me, but I need you to understand I didn't mean what I said. It came out wrong. I was trying to sound cool in front of Ashley. I didn't think you'd hear. I didn't mean it." I stared at the messages. Didn't respond. Blocked the number. The next day, another unknown number. "This is Nicole. I know you keep blocking me, but I'm not giving up. We had something good. I made a mistake. Can we please just talk?" I didn't block it right away. Instead, I typed one message. "You didn't make a mistake. You told the truth. You just didn't expect me to hear it. We're done. Don't contact me again." I blocked the number. She tried 3 more times over the next 2 weeks. Different numbers, same message. Apologies, explanations, promises it didn't mean what I thought. I blocked everyone. Claire and I kept seeing each other. A month in, she asked if I wanted to be exclusive. I said yes. It felt easy, natural, like I wasn't waiting for the floor to drop. In December, Marcus told me Nicole had started dating someone new, a lawyer she met through work. Tall, expensive suits, drove a Tesla. Her type, apparently, Marcus said with a smirk. I didn't care. Final closure. 3 months after the restaurant, I was at Claire's apartment. We were cooking dinner together, arguing about whether garlic belonged in marinara sauce. She was laughing, chopping tomatoes, insisting I was wrong. I was stirring the pot, defending my position. It was stupid and fun and comfortable. My phone buzzed. I glanced at it. Another unknown number. I already knew who it was. Claire noticed. "Same person?" "Yeah." "Want me to answer it?" she asked, grinning. "Nah, not worth it." I blocked the number without reading the message. Set my phone face down on the counter. Went back to the sauce. Claire watched me. "You really don't care, do you?" "Not even a little." She smiled, walked over, kissed me. "Good. You're too busy killing time with me." I laughed. Actually laughed. Later that night, after Claire fell asleep, I thought about Nicole. Not with anger or regret. Just clarity. She'd told the truth that night at Marcello's. I wasn't her type. I wasn't what she wanted long-term. And honestly, that was fine. Because she wasn't mine either. I just hadn't known it until I heard her say it out loud. She'd done me a favor. Saved me from wasting more months, maybe years, on someone who saw me as temporary. A placeholder. Filler until the real thing showed up. I wasn't filler. I wasn't someone's backup plan or consolation prize. I was someone who showed up, paid attention, gave a damn. And I deserved someone who saw that. Who wanted that. Who wouldn't call it killing time. Claire did. She saw me. Not some idealized version or future potential. Just me. And that was enough. The next morning, I deleted all the blocked numbers from my phone. Cleared the message history. It felt like closing a book I'd already finished. Nicole texted one more time a week later. I know because Jenna told me. Apparently, Nicole had asked her to pass along a message. Something about closure, about needing to explain, about hoping I was happy. Jenna asked if I wanted to hear it. No, I said. I'm good. Fair enough, Jenna said. She didn't bring it up again. 6 months later, Claire and I took a trip to Seattle. We walked through Pike Place Market, ate overpriced seafood, stayed in a hotel with a view of the water. One night, sitting on the balcony, she asked me about past relationships. I told her about Nicole. Not the whole story, just the important part. She said I was someone she was killing time with. So I left. Claire looked at me for a long moment. Then she said, I'm glad you did. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Yeah, I said. Me too. We didn't talk about Nicole again. There was no reason to. That chapter was over. I closed it the second I walked out of Marcello's and didn't look back. Some people spend years trying to make something work with the wrong person. They ignore the red flags, excuse the disrespect, convince themselves it'll get better. I almost did that. I almost stayed because it was easier than walking away. But I heard the truth. And the truth set me free. Not my type. Just killing time. Fine. I found someone who wasn't killing time. Someone who wanted me there. Who chose me on purpose, not by default. And that made all the difference. I still think about that night sometimes. The restaurant. The check. The walk to my car. How quiet it was. How clear everything became in that one moment. Nicole taught me something valuable. She taught me that words matter. That how someone talks about you when they think you're not listening is the truth. That respect isn't negotiable. That I don't have to settle for being someone's backup plan. I walked out of Marcello's with $86 still in my wallet and my dignity intact. Best money I never spent. And when I finally did find someone worth spending time with, it wasn't killing time at all. It was building something real. Something that didn't need explanations or excuses. Something that started with honesty and respect and the simple understanding that we both wanted to be there. That's the difference. That's everything.